As Rotarians of Rotary International and as members of the Rotary Club of Kumasi East, we've gathered here to unveil what we call in Rotary circles as a four-way test signage. A four-way test is a moral code that we use as Rotarians, and as it reads, it says that of the things we think, say or do, the first is it the truth? The second is it fair to all concerned? The third is, will it build goodwill and better friendships? And then the fourth says, will it be beneficial to all concerned? As Rotarians, we are guided by this moral code to make sure that we stand for integrity as much as possible in everything that we do.
The club encourages all citizens wherever they find themselves to imbibe moral codes into their life in order to avoid being dishonest.
And we also try as much as possible to encourage all citizens wherever we find ourselves to live by this moral code, such that if there is integrity in everything that we do as citizens and as a nation, a lot of social vices and other issues of corruption and other things that are going on as we find ourselves now will either be nipped in the bud or will be a thing of the past. In that, if somebody is not saying the truth, we know the implications and the consequences. Is the person judging by him or by herself going to make sure that what that person is saying at that particular point in time going to affect somebody positively or negatively?
According to Mr. Ayesubuahene, the club's activities include working tirelessly with relevant agencies to eradicate polio from the world, building boreholes for underprivileged communities, aiding in the fight against poor sanitation, among others.
Polio has been one thing that Rotary has identified with over the period. We try as much as possible to eradicate polio the world over. So that is one thing that you always identify Rotary with. But apart from that, we do a lot of projects like boreholes, sanitation. We are very much particular about peace and conflict, you see. And we do all these things such that we as Rotarians will also use it to contribute our quota to the development of the world over.
These activities are in addition to teaching citizens to live morally upright. A report by Mohammed NURUDEEN.